We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Martin. How long is this? Because I'm losing my
Not
voice.
too long.
Yeah, it's a lot of reading.
Might be the
dude.
last one.
This looks like the last one. So Martin squeaked in, dude. And Martin set up his sofa is right up against the back wall, and one side is completely open. He has a pair of Mirage OmniSat speakers mounted on the back wall that he's been using as the surround speakers. Okay. He also has 4 in-ceiling speakers, 2 that are more or less directly above the couch and 2 that are at 45-degree elevation in front of the couch. So he's configured this system as 5.2.4. Would there be any potential benefit in relabeling his speakers so the 2 in-ceiling speakers directly above him are configured as the surround speakers, while as Mirage OmniSats on the back wall are configured as the surround back, giving him a 7.2.2 setup instead?
I wouldn't do that.
I don't like that. Honestly.
Not when your couch is more or less against that back wall.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go for surround backs.
I don't think I would. I mean, I don't know. If
you didn't have Atmos, I'd be telling you to stop at 5.2.
Yeah, I would do.
Since
Absolutely.
you do have Atmos, I'd be telling you to go to 5.2.4.
Yeah.
Under no circumstance in this seating situation would I tell you to go to 7.
No. You're not going to be able to get them behind you anyway, so they're off to the sides.
No. Yeah.
So, yeah. Martin's front speakers are XTZ Cinemas. He's been considering replacing his Mirage surround speakers with XTZ S5 surrounds that offer 3 different modes: direct, dipole, and direct firing plus dipole.
Yeah, because they got these 2 speakers on the sides. Those are your dipole optionals. And then they have drivers on the front. So you can use just the drivers on the front. You can use just the drivers on the sides.
Oh, they
or
look
you
like
can use
bookshelf
all
speakers.
3 sides. Yeah.
Oh, they look like bookshelf speakers. Okay, right. Okay, good. Anyways, he's thinking about getting those. Given that these speakers would be mounted on the back wall behind the sofa, it would be beneficial to use the dipole mode that creates a null and a more diffuse sound. I
wouldn't.
Don't like that. I like facing them towards each other and using the direct as much as you can. That's
to me, this is almost a little bit of a waste of money paying for drivers that you're not going to use.
I don't know. The OmniStats
XTZ,
aren't the OmniStats like omnidirectional speakers though?
Yeah, well, that's where the tweeter is actually facing up.
You see, I do.
And dispersing it.
Yeah. I do agree that you should get direct firing speakers for your surrounds. I don't think.
Yeah, but he was mostly thinking for the dipole mode. I'm like, not for the dipole mode.
I don't.
Just get some direct firing speakers.
Yeah, I would get some direct firing speakers, whatever they might be. Oh yeah, these OmniStats must be not.
Yeah,
these are fine speakers. I don't want anybody to think I don't like the speakers. They're fine.
Right.
All right. I think in this application they are completely inappropriate. So I would get direct firing speakers. I don't care what model you get from whomever you want to get them from. Put them behind, as far behind you as you could possibly get them, and face them towards each other.
Yeah, XTZ has a model called the S2.
Yeah.
Really versatile speaker. It's actually a coaxial design.
Oh,
can
that's
go
even
on the
better.
ceiling, can go on the wall, mounted in all kinds of different orientations. That's the way. It's less expensive than the S5.
Right.
That's the one I would go for. Totally wall-mountable, oriented whatever direction you want. That's the one. S2.
Yeah. So you don't. But the wall mounting would be having them face directly into the room. Are they going to be right behind his head? Or I would like them to be facing each other.
Yeah, they can. You can mount them that way. That's one of the options.
Is it really? They look awfully flat.
Now you can mount them on their back, or you can mount them on their butt. So you can have them sticking out from the wall more, but facing each other.
Right.
That's one of the options.
Direct firing, facing each other, as far back behind you as you can possibly get. Scoot your couch out a little bit. Using a C-weighted SPL meter, he wasn't able to get his XTC 1 by 12, whatever, subwoofer to register 75 dB when playing the trim level test tone from his Yamaha RXA 3050 Avantage.
Yeah.
I haven't said that in a while. I like saying it. He even tried putting a subwoofer's volume dial at its maximum setting and putting the receiver's trim level as maximum as well, but the reading on the SPL meter never went higher than 70 to 71. Is it possible the Yamaha isn't outputting a sufficient voltage from a sub pre-out? Is it possible that this subwoofer is inappropriate for this room? I think that's...
Or is it possible you didn't have your Yamaha's master volume set to 0 dB before you played the test tone?
That could be it too.
That's actually my top suspect.
Okay.
Because like we keep saying, you shouldn't have to, but you do.
Sometimes
have
you do.
to.
So set your volume level to 0 dB. Try it again.
Yeah.
See if this...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the thing, right?
I'm
What
betting.
I would have expected, though, is after he did all this, set the volume to max, set the trim level to max, then afterwards he should have complained about his bass being too loud. Right?
Oh, I see, yeah.
He didn't complain about that. He said he didn't say afterwards it was plenty loud. To me, that tells me the subwoofer is too small for this room, and it's as plain as loud as it can.
It's possible. I mean, he did say he's got, no sidewall on one side, right?
Yeah, I mean,
One side is completely open.
Still, who knows where? Who knows where this thing is? It could be 25 feet away from him for all.
Yeah,
we
I mean,
know.
I wouldn't expect it to pressurize his room. I wouldn't expect you to be feeling your chest caving in, but just
75
just
dB should be doable with a 12-inch
yeah,
sub.
like 60, 70 hertz. That should be no problem for this sub. I strongly suspect he was just playing the trim level thing and didn't have the master volume set to 0 dB beforehand. I really strongly suspect that.
All right, give it a try.
Because the Yamaha, one of the complaints that Gene has is that Yamaha is topping out at about 1.6, 1.7 volts or so, but essentially every subwoofer out there maxes out when it gets 1.3 volts.
Yeah.
So even though there isn't a ton of headroom out of the Yamaha's pre-outs, it's enough to get any subwoofer up to its full maximum volume. So I don't think it's what you asked. I don't think that it's not putting out sufficient voltage from its subwoofer output. Yeah. There you go.
Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.